You know that guy you filled out the survey for? His score is B. He's a guy with promising potential, but he has work to do. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you, things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10 dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10 dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He is not someone who talks big. Actually, he's more likely to underplay his achievements and quietly work in the background. Because he is disciplined and pays attention to details, he will keep moving ahead in his job step by step. So he will make steady progress, but he is not aiming for the top or trying to impress anyone.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he won't explode or create drama. He keeps his feelings to himself. Instead of fighting back or blaming others, he might quietly step away, choosing to avoid conflicts rather than face them head on. He usually tries to fix things calmly and behind the scenes and isn't likely to panic or yell.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
People at work usually find him polite, well mannered, and easy to be around. He doesn't pick fights or get into loud arguments. Instead, he prefers to avoid conflict altogether. He isn't the type to make enemies or create drama, so you can relax knowing he's not out there making trouble.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you do well in your own career, he will feel happy for you quietly without making a big show of it. He is not someone who gets jealous or tries to compete with you, so you don't need to worry about him feeling insecure. He doesn't talk much about feelings, but inside he'll respect your hard work.
What if you start earning more than him?
He is unlikely to secretly resent you or feel insecure if you earn more than him. He is gentle in his outlook and prefers to avoid drama, so he won't let ego get in the way. In fact, he respects hard work, so he'll quietly appreciate your success.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He handles money with great care and prefers to keep things organized and planned. You'll notice that he thinks before buying anything and likes to know where every rupee goes. If you want a partner who saves for the future and keeps finances steady, he's a safe choice.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He lives a life he can genuinely afford and doesn't try to show off or pretend to be richer than he is. He prefers things to be simple and sensible, avoiding fancy purchases or big gestures that don't fit his budget. If you want someone who values honesty and stability over show off, he's the right type for you.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He is polite and respectful, but when it comes to money and generosity, he is careful and not very open handed. He prefers to save and stick to a budget, so you might find him saying maybe next time when asked about spending on treats or gifts. He's not cold or mean, just more reserved and practical in giving.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is open and honest about money, preferring to keep things straightforward and clear. If you ask him about his spending or saving, he'll answer sincerely and show you that he plans things carefully. He doesn't hide his financial details or play games with money decisions.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He believes in fairness and will not expect you to do all the housework alone. Instead, he thinks tasks should be planned and shared so that everything runs smoothly. You won't have to fight over chores. He prefers a peaceful, balanced home.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He will quietly help with chores and diapers instead of just standing by and telling you what to do. He likes to keep things organized, so he'll take responsibility for tasks when needed without seeking praise or causing drama. If you ask for support, he will step in calmly and do his fair share.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He tries to understand your side rather than argue just to prove he's right. When you share your thoughts, he listens calmly without jumping in to correct you or push back. He doesn't enjoy fights or drama, so he would rather keep things peaceful and fair.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he stays respectful and does not say hurtful things or act aggressive. He doesn't believe in raising his voice or making a scene. Instead, he keeps his feelings to himself and may become quiet or distant for a while. If he's upset, he handles it calmly, sometimes by stepping away to cool off.
Does he have a bad temper?
He is not the kind of man who gets angry very quickly. His temper is quite steady and he rarely loses control. Instead of snapping or yelling when things go wrong, he tends to step back and think quietly. This is not a red flag for you to worry about because he values peacefulness over drama.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He can say sorry and take responsibility when he's made a mistake. He doesn't try to blame you or shift the fault. Instead, he quietly owns up and does his best to fix things. While he may not make big emotional speeches, he does believe in doing what's fair and right.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
He will respect your boundaries and understands that no means no. He values peace and politeness, so he won't push or pressure you when you set limits, whether it's about your body, feelings, or personal space. If you clearly tell him your needs, he will accept them quietly.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
He is not the type to take it personally or get upset if you're not in the mood for intimacy. If you say no, he will accept it quietly without feeling hurt or making you feel guilty. Instead, he respects your feelings and understands that everyone has different moods and needs.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Yes, you can trust him to handle private moments with care. He values respect and would never use something personal to hurt or embarrass you later. You won't have to worry about jokes, teasing, or stories being brought up to shame you.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is faithful and not easily distracted by other women. He values stability and routine, so his attention stays with the person he's committed to rather than looking around for excitement. You won't see him flirting or chasing someone new. He's not interested in drama or risky behavior.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
He is not over possessive and does not act jealous, controlling, or always suspicious. His nature is calm and he prefers peacefulness, so he will not keep checking up on you or try to control who you talk to or where you go. Instead, he respects your independence and trusts you to make your own choices.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
No, his Protective nature is not a sign of a controlling personality. He shows care by making sure things are organized and safe rather than telling you what to do or where to go. His style is to quietly support, not to control.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He will see parenting as a team effort and try to share responsibilities with you. He believes in fairness and doesn't expect you to handle everything alone. So he will quietly do his part with chores, routines, and day to day care for the kids. If you need help, you can count on him to step in without making a fuss or complaining.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he will stay calm and not lose his temper. He doesn't believe in shouting or harsh punishment. Instead, he handles mistakes quietly and tries to guide the kids gently. He prefers peace over drama, so the home will stay a safe place even when things go wrong.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
Yes, he will support your role as both a mother and your own person. He believes in fairness and respects your independence, so he won't expect you to give up your own goals or interests just because you're a mom. If you ask for support or time for yourself, he will respond kindly and help make it possible.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later after kids and marriage change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
No, he is not the kind of man who will suddenly ask you to quit your career after you have a child. He values fairness and long term stability. So when he supports your work, it's because he respects your independence and your role as your own person. He believes in teamwork and wants both of you to succeed, even after children arrive.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He will treat your parents politely, but real warmth may not come naturally to him. You can expect respectful manners, careful listening, and a calm presence when he's with your family. Still, your parents will appreciate his steady, dependable nature, even if he's a bit reserved. He will try to adjust to your family rather than expecting them to change for him.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he will handle it calmly, not make things worse. He doesn't like drama or loud arguments, so he'll stay quiet and thoughtful, helping you manage the situation with patience. His main goal is to keep your home comfortable and stress free, even when outside problems come up.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
He's likely to be practical and polite with you at home, but when it comes to his relatives, he may quietly expect you to act as a traditional supportive wife. He values harmony and order, so he prefers that you follow family customs to keep peace, even if he doesn't say this strongly. If you talk openly, he will listen, but he feels it's important to keep family traditions going.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he will mostly stay out of it, choosing not to take sides or get deeply involved. He values peace and prefers to avoid drama. So instead of arguing or defending you strongly, he might go quiet and let things cool down. He isn't likely to openly side with his family against you, but he also won't step into the middle unless absolutely needed.
Say you have a conflict with his mother, what will this guy do?
He's not a typical mummy's boy, but he also isn't quick to jump into family conflicts. If there's tension between you and his mother, he will try to stay neutral and avoid taking sides openly. He wants harmony more than drama, so he chooses gentle ways to keep peace rather than making anyone unhappy.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
He's not the type to share every detail of your fights or your private life with his mother or sister. He values privacy and handles personal matters quietly, keeping them within your relationship rather than spreading them around. If you argue, he prefers to work things out between the two of you instead of involving others.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So, overall, this guy gets a B. He's a guy with potential, but he has work to do to live up to it. Being in a relationship with this man means life is steady, calm, and well organized. Each day feels predictable with routines that keep you both on track. There's comfort in always knowing what to expect.